lost in that sweet summer breeze. The sun was warm, the sky was clear, every laugh chased away the fear. Those days we thought would never end, with you, my love, my closest friend. Where the river runs and memories stay, I still hear your voice in the waves. Though time moves on and seasons change, that love remains, it never fades. The rocks we skipped, the songs we sang, echo still in the valley's rain. Though life has pulled us far apart, you're still the river running through my heart. Where the river runs and memories stay, I still hear your voice in the waves. Though time moves on and seasons change, that love remains, it never fades. If I could go back, I'd hold you tight and keep that summer in the fading light. Where the river runs and memories stay, I still hear your voice in the waves. Though time moves on and seasons change, that love remains, it never fades. Yeah, that love remains. Where the river runs. Sitting on the porch where the grass grows high, watching sunset paint the sky. Old guitar resting by my side, playing tunes of days gone by. Your laughter's caught in the evening breeze, like a song beneath the maple trees. I reach out, but you're not there, just whispers floating in the air. Whispers in the wind, calling out my name. Echoes of a love that's never quite the same. Time moves on, but my heart won't bend, still chasing those whispers in the wind. The front porch light's still burning bright, guiding me through lonely nights. Memories fade, but they don't die, like the stars that light the midnight sky. Whispers in the wind, calling out my name. Echoes of a love that's never quite the same. Time moves on, but my heart won't bend, still chasing those whispers in the wind. If I could turn back the hands of time, I'd hold you close, make you mine. Whispers in the wind, calling out my name. Echoes of a love that's never quite the same. Time moves on, but my heart won't bend, still chasing those whispers in the wind. Yeah, whispers in the wind never end. example and fable. Your laugh was the melody, your smile the tune, dancing slow in the light of the moon. Every crackle, every worn out line takes me back to that sweet summertime, where your hand fit right inside of mine, and love was a promise frozen in time. Old vinyl records play our song again, echoes of love that will never end. Though the needle skips and the years have flown, in every note I'm not alone. The radio plays our favorite tune underneath the soft light of the harvest moon. Though time has taken you far away, that song's in my heart, here to stay. Old vinyl records play our song again, echoes of love that will never end. Though the needle skips and the years have flown, in every note I'm not alone. If I could rewind, I'd hold you near, replay those moments crystal clear. Old vinyl records play our song again, echoes of love that will never end. Though the needle skips and the years have flown, in every note I'm not alone. Yeah, old vinyl records, you're my home. There's a beat-up old barn down a red dirt track, and a busted old radio hanging by a stack of hay bales, where I'd hide away from chores, the world, and yesterday. Tuned it up to 99.3, where the DJ knew exactly what I'd need. From Garth to George, they played it all, and I grew up between them songs. That radio in the barn knew all my dreams, played my first slow dance at 17, where I kissed her hand and faked the words to every love song that I'd heard. The static buzz was pure and loud under rafter stained with time and clouds. I was just a farm boy chasing stars with a radio in the barn. Dad caught me once with a six-pack coal, said, "Boy, keep it down and don't get bold." But later that night, he brought a chair, and we both just listened in the midnight air. The hits kept rolling through the years, through heartbreak nights and whispered cheers. I found my voice, my way, my spark, right there in that dusty dark. That radio in the barn knew all my dreams, played my first slow dance at 17, where I kissed her hand and faked the words to every love song that I'd heard. The static buzz was pure and loud under rafter stained with time and clouds. I was just a farm boy chasing stars with a radio in the barn. Now the barn's near falling, roof's caved in, but I found that radio in a box last spring. I plugged it in, and Wouldn't you know, it still plays Alan Jackson on the low. That radio in the barn, it's part of me. Like tire swings and old pine trees. It played the soundtrack to my youth. Every song a kind of truth. Though I moved on, I keep that sound in the back of my mind when life gets loud. I was just a farm boy chasing stars with a radio in the barn. Yeah, I still hear it when nights get calm. That radio in the barn. Underneath the silver moon, we swayed so slow. Your hand in mine, time seemed to glow. Every step, every glance felt so right. Lost forever in that moonlit night. We talked about forever and all our dreams. Whispered secrets by the old oak trees. The world was young and so were we. In that slow dance, we were free. Slow dance in the moonlight, heartbeats in tune. Memories like a sweet, timeless tune. Though years may pass and skies may change, that night's magic will never fade. Now I watch the stars and I see your face in every shadow, in every place. Though life took us down different ways, that slow dance still fills my days. Slow dance in the moonlight, heartbeats in tune. Memories like a sweet, timeless tune. Though years may pass and skies may change, that night's magic will never fade. If I could turn back the hands of time, I'd hold you close and call you mine. Slow dance in the moonlight, heartbeats in tune. Memories like a sweet, timeless tune. Though years may pass and skies may change, that night's magic will never fade. Yeah, that slow dance in the moonlight forever stays.
Dust kicks up on the old back road where we used to race with no low. The sun sinks low
but memories stay, like fading light at the end of day. I'm driving slow on the back road home, where the heart is lost but never alone. Every mile's a story told of love and dreams and growing old. Though the world's changed, I'm not alone when I'm driving slow on the back road. Yeah, driving slow, I'm finally home. Screen door creaks like it always did. The floor still moans where Daddy hid. From the long day's work and the evening news, with a black coffee and worn out boots. That old chair by the windows there, just right to catch the air, where he'd hum along to old George Jones, teach me things without a tone. And I still hear him in the quiet nights, saying, son, you'll learn when the time is right. Left this town like most boys do, with a full tank dream and a point to prove. But the miles don't teach what fathers can, like when to fight and when to stand. And I still hear him in the quiet nights, son, wrong turns make the story right. You don't have to win to be a man, just keep your word and lend a hand. Now I'm older and he ain't there, but he's still sitting in that chair by the window. Dusted, won't let it fade. Says she hears his voice on windy days, and I still feel him when the cold winds blow. In that silent strength I've come to know, he built me up with quiet care, still sitting in that wooden chair by the window all this time. Yeah, by the window in my mind. Some things leave but never really go, like the chair by the window.
the old road, gravel worn thin, a rusted gate where the woods begin. That mailbox leans just like before, like it's waiting for letters that don't come no more. The barn's still red, but the paint's peeled back. There's carvings and names on the side of the shack. I saw mine and hers with a crooked heart, etched when love was just the easy part. And I still see the fence I used to climb, barefoot summer stretching time, Daddy's whistle calling us home. While Mama hung sheets all alone, I left too young to understand that life out there was built by hand. Right here, by the fence I used to climb. The swing is gone, but the oak tree stands, with roots so deep like Daddy's hands. I sat down where I used to fall and heard the silence say it all. Yeah, I still see the fence I used to climb, where we'd race the wind and lose track of time. We talked about dreams beyond that hill, but some dreams fade and some dreams still. I chased the world, left all this behind, but part of me stayed at the fence I used to climb. You grow up fast and you move on, but old dirt roads remember songs. Now I'm back where the air smells like June and fireflies light up the moon. I stand here older, hands in line, with ghosts of who I left behind. The world moved on, but I rewind to the fence I used to climb. Yeah, I found myself at the fence I used to climb. Yeah, I found myself at the fence I used to climb. I parked 2 blocks away, heart racing like the rain. That old oak still stands guard like it remembers my name. The paint is peeling off the rails we used to climb, but I swear the porch lights still burning like old times. I knocked real soft, a stranger met my eyes, said I grew up here, just needed one more night. She smiled and said, come in, walk through the past. Some houses never forget where their first love lasts. This was the hall where I danced in bare feet to Mama's records on Friday at 3. The room where I dreamed of leaving this town, and the kitchen where my whole world spun around. I thought I was gone, thought I moved on, but the porch light's still on. She let me wander slow through rooms I used to know. The mirror still hangs crooked in the hallway down below. I found my name carved in the closet door, right next to Dad's height marks from '94. This was the hall where I danced in bed
coming home reminds us what's true. This house don't care what years have gone, it still holds me like I belong. This was the bed where I prayed my first prayer, the window I'd stare through like life out there. The laughter still echoes in these worn out walls, and I swear I just heard my mama call. I thought I was gone, thought I moved on, but the porch light's still on. Yeah, the porch light's still on, and maybe I was never really gone.
I found an old map in a dusty drawer, faded lines to a place I'd explored, where the creek bends slow and the wildflowers grow, where I learned to dream and let my heart roam. That little red barn with the creaky door, the tire swing that I can't see no more, but in my mind, still clear as day, a place that shaped me in every way. Where the map folds, there's a story untold of scraped up knees and secrets we hold. Though I've wandered far and wide alone, I'm always found where the map folds. Mama's voice calling me in the rain, Daddy's hands guiding through the pain. Those simple days I can't rewind, but in that place I'm never confined. Where the map folds, there's a story untold of scraped up knees and secrets we hold. Though I've wandered far and wide alone, I'm always found where the map folds. Somewhere in the folds of time, I keep that place forever mine. Where the map folds, there's a story untold of love and loss and the brave and bold. No matter where life's journey goes, I'm forever home where the map folds. Yeah, from where the map folds. Yeah, forever home where the map folds. Pulled off the road where the gravel gets thin, past the fence where the world used to end, and the sky still stretches wide and blue over fields where the wildflowers grew. She was barefoot with daisies in her hair, said one day I won't be stuck here. I swore I'd follow, but never moved. Stayed behind where the wildflowers grew. She chased her dreams beyond these pines. I chased sunsets stuck in time. And every spring when the colors bloom, I still hear her laugh in the breeze that blew. She left in heels, I
somewhere far past the interstate, but I still sing her name to the moon every night where the wildflowers grew. She chased her dreams beyond these pines. I chased sunsets stuck in time. And every spring when the colors bloom, I still hear her laugh in the breeze that blew. She left in heels, I stayed in boots, right here where the wildflowers grew. Some roots hold fast, some wings will fly, but love don't fade, it just hides in the sky. She chased her dreams, I watched her go, and waved goodbye through a window's glow. And every spring, like deja vu, I find her smile in skies so blue. She left in heels, I stayed in boots, still waiting where the wildflowers grew. Yeah, I'm still here where the wildflowers grew.
The porch still creaks where he used to stand. Coffee in one wrench in the other hand. Dust on the frame, rust on the gate, but the wind here still sounds the same. I found his boots by the old back door. Same worn leather, same cracked sole floor. He left them there like he'd be back soon, but he's been gone since the spring turned June. And I swear I heard him call my name when the barn light flickered in the rain. There's not much here I'm looking for, just memories and old boots by the door. Mama says I've got his walk, quiet steps and slower talk. I carry him in ways I didn't know till I stood where he stood years ago. And I swear I heard him call my name when the barn light flickered in the rain. There's not much here I'm looking for, just memories and old boots by the door. So I'll leave them there like he did before, those old boots by the door. So I'll leave him there like he did before, those old boots by the door. was driving down that two-lane past the rusted Texaco, where Daddy taught me stick shift in the summer heat and smoke. Windows down, that same old song came drifting on the breeze. And suddenly I'm 17 with mud upon my jeans. That corner store still stands there, though the paint's begun to fade, and the memories hit harder than the August sun that day. Take me back to that old dirt road, where the corn grew tall and time ran slow. Fireflies lit up the nights we'd never trade, with a six-pack chillin' in the Chevrolet. It's been years, but Lord, I still know every turn on that old dirt road. There's a fence we used to climb when the world was ours to chase, and Jenny's name still carved into that tree behind third base. Mama's voice still echoes through the porch screen every June, calling us for supper while the sky turned amber blue. Every mile I drive feels like a page from yesterday, where my heart still runs barefoot down those fields of golden hay. Take me back to that old dirt road, where the corn grew tall and time ran slow. Fireflies lit up the nights we'd never trade, with a six-pack chillin' in the Chevrolet. It's been years, but Lord, I still know every turn on that old dirt road. We all moved on, life pulls us fast, but this stretch of gravel holds me fast. Every time I hear that song, I know I've never really gone. So take me back to that old dirt road, where the corn grew tall and hearts were bold. To the hands I held and the dreams we made, under stars that never seemed to fade. It's been years, but deep in my soul, I'm still there on that old dirt road. Yeah, I'm still there on that old dirt road. Mama's driving down the gravel road, a white dress swaying in the Sunday glow. I'm back in town just passing through, but she said, son, come ride like you used to. So I climbed in that same old backseat, where my feet once dangled wild and free. She glanced at me through the rear view glass, said, feels like yesterday, don't it pass so fast? Backseat prayers and window songs, counting clouds as the world rolled on. Whispers to God I never told, like help Dad smile or don't let me grow. Now I'm grown and life's not fair, but I still believe in backseat prayer. That church bell still rings the same old tune, and I still hum it when I'm missing you. Mama held my hand with her quiet grace, while I fumbled faith at my own pace. I it's never quit. Backseat prayers and window songs, counting clouds as the world rolled on. Whispers to God I never told, like help Dad smile or don't let me grow. Now I'm grown and life's not fair, but I still believe in backseat prayers. Sometimes the quiet says the most, sometimes the road is wholly close, and I'd trade 1,000 city days for one more drive in Mama's grace. Backseat prayers and window songs, hoping heaven heard me all along. Years go by but I still care, and I still believe in backseat prayers. Yeah, I still believe in backseat prayers. Morning light breaks through the window pane, softly calls me back again. No rush to run, no place to be, just the calm and the melody. Gentle days and quiet nights, stars above and firefly lights. Take it slow, let worries fade, living life in gentle days. Old dirt road beneath my feet, whispering winds and summer heat. A simple song, a peaceful mind, leaving all the noise behind. Days and quiet nights, stars above and firefly lights. Take it slow, let worries fade, living life in gentle days. Sometimes you gotta slow it down, find the peace that's all around. Take it slow, no blue, gentle days and quiet nights, stars above and firefly lights. Take it slow, let worries fade, living life in gentle days. Sometimes you gotta slow it down, find a peace that's all around. Find had chipped red paint and a busted bell, handlebars bent from a backyard spill. Daddy fixed the chain with his rough old hands, said, "Son, this'll take you across the land." I rode that thing through every street, from the schoolyard fence to the maple tree, with baseball cards humming in the spokes and freedom in every push and hold. If I could ride that bike again, past the old store around the bend, chasing fireflies with untied shoes, nothing to lose, nothing to prove. No traffic lights, no grown-up plans, just scraped up knees and sunburned hands. Lord, I'd give anything just then to ride that bike again. There's rust on dreams and dust on time. We trade our bikes for thicker lines. Paved roads and deadlines blur the days, but I still miss the gravel ways. Hey, if I could ride that bike again, wave to Mom through the window pane, park it crooked by the porch and chase the dusk with no remorse. No clocks to watch, no weight to bear, just the wind and summer air. Lord, take me back, say when, so I can ride that bike again. Now it leans behind the garden shed, seats all torn, the paint's near dead, but it still rolls through memories of who I was and used to be. If I could ride that bike again, just once more around the bend, let the years all disappear like chalk lines washed in summer tears. No better way to make amends than to ride that bike again. Yeah, I'd ride that bike again, if just to feel like I did back then. I drove past the corner where we used to meet, the old cafe, that worn-out street. Your laughter echoes in the fading light, like a ghost of love that's out of sight. The summer nights and whispered dreams are tangled up in moonlight beams. Though time has flown and we've moved on, that melody still plays our song. Last light on Main Street, fading slow, where hearts were young and love would grow. Though you're gone, I still hold tight to the last light on Main Street that night. I passed the porch
summers in an old shoebox, written words faded by the clocks, hand in hand beneath that fading sun, back when we thought forever had just begun. Your smile was bright like that July day. We chased the clouds and chased the pain away. Every line, every word I still read, whispers of love that I'll never shed. Last summer's letters worn and torn hold the moments when our hearts were warm. Those seasons change and years drift apart. You're still the ink that colors my heart. I trace the pages with a trembling hand, memories written like footprints in the sand. Though the tide has washed some dreams away, your love in those letters still chooses to stay. Last summer's letters worn and torn hold the moments when our hearts were warm. Those seasons change and years drift apart. You're still the ink that colors my heart. If I could turn back the hands of time, I'd write you one more line. Last summer's letters worn and torn hold the moments when our hearts were warm. Those seasons change and years drift apart. You're still the ink that colors my heart. Oh, yeah, last summer's letters still color my heart.
I found your letters in the drawer, tied in a ribbon tucked away, yellowed edges, folded corners, like the love we used to say. I never sent them, never dared, but I wrote them every time I cared. One from summer '95, when we kissed beneath the pines. Another from the night we fought and both said we'd be fine. Pages filled with might have beens, and every line still pulls me in. Remember when we drove that old Ford down to Baton Rouge, with your hand in mine like nothing else could move. Every firefly, every county line held a promise in the rear view shine. Now I read these words and feel it more than I did back then, in letters in the drawer. I moved on, or so I claimed, built a life in some new town, but no one ever quite lit up the way you did back down. You still live there, I've been told, on Maple Street, in that house so old. Remember when you cried in that worn out denim coat, and I swore I'd never let you go, but the if I'd mailed them just one or two? Would our story have written something new? Guess we'll never know the lines we missed in 1,000 unwritten what ifs. Remember when forever felt just like a weekend long, and love was easy, young and strong. Now I'm older and you're still the song that plays when all the lights are gone. I close that drawer, but feel you more than I did back then, in letters in the drawer. Yeah, I still write sometimes, but never send anymore.